Welcome to Loqltural Workshop. Today we're going to have a virtual tour in which we're going to visit 6 important parts of Puebla. The first one is the Pyramid of Cholula, the Museo Regional de Cholula, Artesanía de Cholula, Los Sapos, el Parian, and Catedral de Puebla. Enjoy it!
Loqltural is a commercial and service organization of intangible goods
that promotes local consumption of business, services, and products
that are offered within 2 tourist areas of the city of Puebla, Cholula.
The main activity of this social enterprise is the development of an application that contains constantly updated information on all kinds of data
that help tourists to find their best option in terms of organizing their itinerary according to their preferences and budgets.
At the same time as provides relevant content of culture and its physical interpretations, such as museums and monuments within the mentioned tourist areas.
In its secondary activities, there is the promotion of other types of services that are not necessarily native to the country,
but do have an important commission within the city.
Today, we live in a globalized world that allows us to buy products from all over around the world. However, at the same time, some surveys carried out by the National Institute of Social Economy said that local businesses have decreased their sales and their production for about a 48%. And some of the main causes of these are the lack of government support and the lack of cultural promotion. In addition, local consumption is fundamental in order to help the economy grow and develop even more. If we know who makes the product that we are buying and we feel satisfied with that product, then we can congratulate them. On the other hand, if we feel that something is wrong with that product, then we can give them some feedback and they can improve it.
Here we are at the Pyramid of Cholula. This is one of the most important touristic attractions of the state. It's located in San Andres Cholula. This pyramid is considered as the pyramid with the biggest base in all the world, with 400 meters large per side. Currently, the pyramid is almost fully covered by the mountain. In the top of the mountain, we can find El Santuario de la Virgen de los Remedios that was built with the arrival of Hernán Cortés. The cost of the entrance to the archaeological zone is of 80 pesos. This includes the entry to the Museum of the Archaeological Zone, a tour to the interior tunnels of the pyramid, and the entrance to the open archaeological zone.
This museum shows the geological evolution of the valley and its cultural development from pre-Hispanic times. It has a valuable archaeological heritage resulting from excavations undertaken by the National Institute of Anthropology and History. The museum increases the cultural treasure of Puebla with 8 exhibition rooms, with themes related to the history of the psychiatric hospital of Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe, Cholula through time, Valley of the Volcanoes of Puebla, origins of Cholula, Choloyan, spirit of the place, temporary exhibitions, and the first fantastic zoological exhibition. It has collections from different sites, several of those ranging from paintings to pre-Hispanic pieces.
As you can see, here is a beautiful place where you can do the best shopping and take home the memory of this trip in precious items. We are in the Cultural and Gastronomic Artisan Center, Xelhua, in Morelos Street. Exactly one side of the archaeological zone, as you can see. Here the artisan well gathers such as red clay pottery, ceramics, such as tableware, blacksmithing, pyrotechnics, typical clothes, and much more. You can taste the typical gastronomies such as cholulteca soup and bean tamales, or the popular orejas de elefante y sidra copa de oro, and diverse cultural events such as exhibitions, workshops, concerts, and much more. You can't leave Puebla without visiting this beautiful artisan place.
Now we continue with La Catedral de Puebla, whose 2 towers with more than 70 meters high took almost more than 2 centuries to build. So in 1535, when the bishop Fray Julián Garces decided to change the seat of the diocese to this city, the Spanish architect Francisco Becerra was asked to take the project. One of the most enigmatic spaces of the cathedral is located behind the central door, called Del Perdón. There are the cenotaph of Juan de Palafox and the tombstone of the Bishop Pantaleon Álvarez de Abreu.
So, continuing this tour, we moved to El Parian, the most famous handicraft market in the city of Puebla. Old Plazuela de San Roque that was built in 1801. It is covered by brick with talavera, the Poblano style. It's considered the first artisan market in the city, and since 1961 it occupies the facilities of what was the old market called El Parian. It currently has 112 stores, where the most varied handicrafts produced in the different regions of the state are sold, such as talavera, textiles, jewelry, the prestigious Puebla's confectionery, etc.
Here we can find the Cajon de los Sapos. Its name is due to the fact that in colonial times the flooding of the San Francisco River caused many floods, and this brought a great proliferation of thoughts in the area. The Cajon de los Sapos market is a reference for those who like art, old curiosities, a good book of old pages waiting for a good reader. You can find tons of treasures in its permanent and temporary bazaars, and we can enjoy the weekends, especially on Sunday, which offers a musical tour, if we are lucky, and a musician shares their notes in a familiar box of memories with the flavor of childhood.
Well, that's all for today. We all hope that you have enjoyed the activity of the digital tour through the zones of City of Puebla, and we also hope that you keep consuming the local stores and products.